Skidooo Sound Bites. My name is Fiona Cran and I have with me
Mary Fenwell.
And today we're going to show you a really creative way to talk about miracles with children. It's a really difficult concept. And of course, to help us do that, we're going to do an experiment. Okay? Have you got some good cutting skills, Mary? Good at cutting? Excellent. Okay. Because that's what we're going to use. Very, very simply, we're going to use a piece of paper about the size of a postcard, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to give you a pair of scissors. And what I'm going to ask Mary to do, okay, I want you to cut a hole in that paper large enough so you could squeeze your whole body through it. That's not too hard, is it? Is it too hard?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're going to give it a go, I think. So see what you can do. See if you can cut a hole. See how big a hole you can make in the paper to put the most amount of your body into the hole. What do you think you could get into it? Maybe an arm?
My arm.
Your arm? Okay, so let's give it a go. Okay, you're being pretty smart there. Got it on the fold to try and get in the middle of the paper. Brilliant. Okay, so let's see just how well Mary can...
circle?
Yeah, oh no, it could be a square or something, yeah. But as long as it's a hole, because holes come in different shapes and sizes, don't they? Fabulous. We're doing a nice and neat one. Looks like a picture frame, doesn't it? Okay, so Mary's nearly completed, and she's got a pretty good hole there, I reckon. I don't know if her whole body would go through it, but we'll just check that out. Okay. Well done. Okay, so do you want to hold it up, show everybody how big your hole is? Okay, so what part of your body are you going to put through that?
Yeah.
Arm. So could you put like your shoulder through it a little bit? Okay, let's try your head. Okay, it's not quite covering your whole body, is it? It's not going to go over you. Do you think it would be impossible to cut a hole in the same size piece of paper that could go over your entire body?
Yes.
It does sound impossible. It's a really small piece of paper, but I'm going to show you how sometimes the impossible can be possible. What we're going to do, I'm going to fold that piece of paper in half, okay, and fold it on the top, okay. Now I'm going to take the same scissors, no magic scissors here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut lines about 1 centimetre apart all the way across, but I'm not cutting right to the top of the paper. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So I'm leaving a little gap, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the paper over so the folded bit's at the top. And I'm going to cut in between the centimetre cuts. Again, not quite cutting up to the top. Okay, does this look like a hole to you?
No.
It's a bit of a funny shape, isn't it? So once I've cut both ends, okay, I'm now ready to show you how this is going to work. Okay, it kind of opens like a concertina. Now don't do anything with the two closed ends here. But all the other folded pieces of paper, I'm actually going to open them up a little bit and I'm going to cut them open. Okay, and very soon, it looks very confusing right now, doesn't it, Mary?
Yeah.
But very soon, we're going to see, this paper's stuck together, we're going to see just how big a hole I can make in this piece of paper. How big a hole do you think I'm going to make? How much of your body do you think that we'll get through?
Maybe a leg.
Maybe a leg? Yeah, because it's still a tiny piece of paper, isn't it? But you know, sometimes the impossible things can be possible. And there's lots of impossible things in the Bible, aren't there? Can you think of any impossible things that have happened in the Bible that seem impossible?
When the girl that seems dead, Jesus brought her back to life.
Yeah, that seems impossible. So sometimes when you read the Bible, it's hard to realise that things can be possible. But what I want you to do is hold that, and I want you to open it out and see how big a hole that I've created today. Okay, so let's see if it goes over your whole body. Easily. We could probably get both of us in there. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Maybe. So sometimes the impossible is possible, isn't it? Hey? And that's a really, really good illustration to use to teach children about miracles. And in fact, there's a great verse in one of the Psalms. In fact, in Psalm 77 it says, "Who is so great a God as our God? You are the God who does miracles. You have declared your strength among the peoples." Wow, God is a God of miracles. So use this illustration to teach young people like Mary and older people like me about how God can do miracles. Thank you for listening to us on Skidooo today. Goodbye.
Bye.